Hi, I'm Rob Cosman. I've been a woodworker for most of my life. However, for the last 16 years, I've focused a lot of my attention on teaching traditional woodworking, specifically just with hand tools. And what I mean by that is we take rough boards like this and using planes, hand saws, chisels, measuring tools, we turn into furniture, finished furniture like this, just hand tools. We call it quiet woodworking. There's no dust, there's no danger, there's no noise. In fact, you could call it therapeutic, and that is the reason why I'm talking to you today. Last year, I met a young wounded Marine, disabled Marine named Jesse Paredes from Southern California. And in the process of my communicating with Jesse, he had told me that since he got involved in hand tools, it was the first time that he had any peace from the physical and mental pain that he deals with as a result of his injuries. And I thought about that. I think maybe there's something we should be doing to help all these wounded vets who have never had any exposure to woodwork. So last November, because of the generosity of some anonymous donors, they put together enough money to bring 7 wounded and disabled vets from around the country, flew them into Niagara Falls, Ontario. We taught a week-long course, and in that week-long course, we taught them how to sharpen, how to use hand planes, how to use hand saws, how to cut joints. Essentially gave them a fundamental course that would allow them to then go home and actually start building furniture using just hand tools. Now, those donors kicked in enough money that we could actually able to send each of those vets home with about $2,000 worth of really good quality tools. It was a great success. We want to do it again. What we're looking to raise is $150,000 so that this coming spring in April we can run this class again. Only going to run it several times and bring these vets in. We want to cover all the expenses, their airfare, their hotel, their meals, their tuition, and to be able to send them home with good quality tools so they can get right to work. It's a big challenge, but I think we can do it. And I want to share just a couple of little things that came to my attention. I get emails every once in a while from somebody. We also run an online workshop where we broadcast a half-hour training episode 5 days a week. It's a membership-based event, but what we do is we give that free to any wounded vet to give them a little bit of exposure to this and some of the training and some of the motivation. This email came to me. I'll just read part of it. It says, "You have not only taught me how to work wood with hand tools, but you have also shown me a way to work through my PTSD. Thank you for that. That is something that I can never repay you in any lifetime. My wife told me that since I started using only hand tools, I've become more relaxed and that my nightmares have reduced, so she sends her thanks as well." While we were there in Niagara Falls, Niagara this week came a local newspaper, and they did a story about what we were doing. We'll leave you a link where you can go in and check that out and see for yourself. We really want to see this work. These guys are most deserving. They've put themselves on the line, and now they're having to deal with injuries for the rest of their life. The least we can do is kick in some resources to help them moderate some of that pain. And as one of the guys said, it acts as a distractive therapy. It takes their mind off it. It's employing the hand and the mind, and it just changes their focus for a while. It's something they can do in their garage. They can do it in their spare bedroom. They need to have the tools. They need to have the training. We can provide with both. Please help me.